brother. Unit Rampage, how are you? Lover also, I haven't seen Love in a long time. Isha, how you doing? I think I saw you last week, Isha. I think I crept up on you. I don't think you saw me. Jay Lee, Raindrop, how you doing? Beverly, nice to meet you. DJ Marcus, Cyber Shade, Jen Smash, Block is in the building. True, Boog Scar, love that name. Monty, what's up, brother? What's up? How you doing? And Nickel, how you doing? All right, much better, Ben. Just let me know when I've got the heads up to begin. I think that's a yes. All right. So man, I am back from mid-season break. So thank you everybody for taking the time to come and support the show. Meta Talks Live really was created for the community to hear some of the stories about some of the amazing curators that do incredible things on this platform. For me, it's not always just about creativity, right? Your presence here, the impact that you make is so much bigger than anything that we can make from our hands. And I try to put on this stage people that have been extremely impactful in their own right. Impact doesn't mean the biggest. It definitely doesn't mean the best, but it just means how you've been able to better your life and other people's lives around you. And that's really what I dedicate this stage to. Oh, sorry, I'm black boxing. Doo-doo-doo. All right. And I think today is no different. The young lady that I'm about to bring out to the stage, and obviously you can see the billboards and know who she is. I've known for upwards of 3 years now. I actually got introduced to her through Bubblegum Planet. Bubblegum Planet was a guest on the show, and she made an adamant point to bring this young lady to the stage to just talk about her journey just a little bit. And I tell you, when we talk about creativity, artistry, there are very, very few people who and again, I don't like to measure people on their talents, right? But some people's talent when it comes to utilizing these primitive shapes are just far beyond anything that we can imagine sometimes. And I think this young lady is a definition of what artistry, of what creativity, but also what being an awesome individual is about. And I can see based on the number of people in the room, the one person who was dressed exactly like her, which is absolutely amazing. That's awesome. Get some confetti for Raindrop. Um, and I can see, just the amount of love that she receives is absolutely incredible. But it's amazing because at watching her journey, I know that her journey here hasn't always been the easiest with creative freedom. Meta, for whatever reason, was all in her business too many times and she lost a couple of worlds, got blocked from a couple of worlds, but yet in all, still maintained and still operates at such a high level using primitives, which we love so much. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm excited to get her out to the stage. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, throw some confetti in the air for Zephyr Stepper. Zeph, come out to the stage.
Woohoo! Oh my gosh!
Yay!
Hello, everyone. Oh my
Zeph, we're so
god.
excited to have you. We're so excited to
Hi.
have you. So I'm going to head off of the stage and the show is
Oh
yours,
my
love.
god. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you so much, Rupert.
Thank you, everybody.
Woo!
Have a good show.
Whoa! Hello, everyone. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so good to see you guys, especially my crew. Hello. Yes, confetti for y'all. I just want to get some recognition in here. I'm gonna name it. We got DJ Mondo. Yes, we got. I do not want to mispronounce your name. We got Alice Volat Propili. Is it Greek? Is it Latin? Is it Latin? Okay. We got Booksar, we got True Gone, hello, welcome. Cyber Shay, Mayor Smash. We got DJ Marcus. We got Miss Beverly Hills Live. What's up, Bev? Hello, Nykel. And then we got Ray Drop in the house. We got Isha and Jay and Love. And we got oh my god. My day ones. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you plenty. We got again day one. We got Papa 911. We got Solar. Oh my god, I'm not going great. We got Solar Beyond, not just Solar. We got Solar Beyond. Hello, dude. And we got Unit Rampage. Hello, thank you for coming. Oh my god. First of all, big ups to Rupert, for having me here. Metaclean, oh, what can I say about you? There is nobody on in the metaverse as honest, as genuine, as warm as this man. Thank you for having me here. I'm happy to be here and just to share my story. Where do we begin, y'all? Where do we begin? I'm a builder. If you don't know me, hi. I'm a builder here on Horizon, and the Oculus was like my first. I was just talking to Rupert about this. The Oculus was like my first technologically advanced gadget. If you know me, you know that I'm very analog. Stick in a rock. That's me. I live under one. So getting the Oculus was kind of just like it might as well have been. It should have been Star Wars. It should have been like Star Tech. Might as well have been. It was a interesting piece of futuristic material, and I put it on my face, and I haven't taken it off. And it's 3 years. We're in this 3 years now. Rupert, can you believe that? So we're in this 3 years. Hold on, let me take a. I am sat. Um, 3 years now, and I'm here building in primitives. I'm here to spell. I'm here to spread the gospel, the good word. If you love primitives and you know it, can you please just give me a little woo? Brother Rupert, primitives are in the house. If you love primitive shapes, oh, shut up on that. Sorry. So sorry. But amongst all of this ruckus and all the tri mesh, which is nice, still, which is nice. I do have to say, there's got to be said. There has to be something said for primitives. I love how they work. If you know me, that I have a miniature like background. I got into miniatures at a young age, and when I came in here, it looks just like a miniatures. So it primitives. That's what drew me in, and that's what kept me here. So if you love primitives, love to you. Don't stop doing it. If don't make it, don't let people make you feel like they're gone out of style, never to be seen again. They're gone. That's it. That's old news. Trimesh is great. Primitives is the. Can I say swears?
You
Yes.
get it.
Okay, we're getting a
Pretty
yes
cool.
for the swears. Primitives is the
It's
shit. Woo. I love building
definition.
in primitive
Sorry.
shapes, man. It's so immediate. The circle, square, triangle that we do have, the shapes are efficient enough to get the shape that you want, especially with the advent of mesh primitive shapes. So, yeah, I love primitive. Um, what else? What else? I'm just really glad to be here. Rupert, can I get an
Can I
area?
can I get a definition of primitives
Um,
and mesh?
whatever you want to talk about, it's absolutely up to you.
Hmm. What should we talk about,
Yeah.
you guys? I don't know. Can we get questions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if anybody has a question, feel free to come up to the stage. She can't
We
hear you
got
from where
each.
you're sitting. So yeah, feel free to walk up to the stage. Yep, absolutely. Stand right here
Hello,
next
Miss
to the
Beverly
camera.
Hills.
Okay. Hi.
Hello, sunshine.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
First of all, your talent
Hello.
is wow. So,
Thank you,
can you hear me?
Michael.
You
Thank
can hear
you.
me, right?
Hmm.
Your talent is incredible, and I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy to know you because you do such incredible work. So it's like, knowing an amazing artist. Can you just I don't build. So just what are primitives and meshing, like mesh? I have an idea. I am a computer, whiz sometimes. Um but I'm thinking that you use shapes more than anyway, if you could just maybe explain that really quickly. Maybe nobody
I'm
else does
glad
that
you
either.
asked. Yes, I'd be happy to. So, primitives are
And
the
what do you like
simple
about
shape.
using each? And what do you like about using each? And then I'll go sit down.
Gotcha, gotcha. So, primitives are the original shapes that we've gotten here in Horizon. They're the first shapes we have. You got the cone, the sphere. They're simple. They're not tri-mesh. You can't mold them. You can't flow. You have
Mm,
to build each shape. Just boop, square. I always say circle, square, triangle, and bam, we've got a world. Everything you've
wow.
seen that we've built has been circle, square, triangle, and everything you see that's finished and it's done, circle, square, triangle, boom, a world.
Wow.
And it's really impressive when people can take circle, square, triangle and build the lovely worlds that they do, and I hope that never goes away. And I believe a lot of people feel that they're under threat and that they might go away. I think you guys have seen it when you open up your for everyone who builds, like when you open up your create tab, you do see it's tiny at the bottom. People are worried it's going to be tiny, 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 and then poof, no more primitives. Mesh now is also it's there's primitive type of mesh. I'm sure it has an official name. I've heard people call it primitive mesh, so I'm just going to call it primitive mesh. Hello, Luna. Hi there. So primitive mesh is when you use those shapes, they're scoured. You've probably seen them around. They're like scavengered from like mesh assets that we also get. So you've seen shapes that we can't get in primitive, like a moon type shape, like a crescent, or just another mesh shape. Now, tri mesh would be this world is tri mesh. Tri mesh is what you're seeing around me. Like, I'm trying to find a good example. There are plants that you've seen that are this chair, and all your chairs. This is Trimesh, and it is great. I do think people have done really, really great job in Trimesh, but I just wish there was some love for people who still commit to the primitives. There are some people who are very, 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 very what's the word? Committed to primitive and super like loyal to it because it's like it was a ground just building in here was like a groundbreaking, unprecedented kind of way of building. And to throw that all away would be sad. I mean, like all the worlds we built for like 3 years were all primitive. There's amazing things in here, and to see it go would be very, very sad. So I'm always please you'll if you want me to shut up about it, please tell tell me because I will always be talking about the love of primitive shapes. So I will yammer about that quite often. But yes. Yes. We got DJ Marcus has a question. Hello.
What's up, Zephyr Stepper? First, Stepper, I should say,
Hi.
first off, salute to you. I can't tell you how many times I've heard your name come up in different circles. And I know we've never really had a chance to talk, but salute to you. And I know you've been
Hi.
doing big things. You kind of
Thank
answered the
you.
first question I have, which is how long have you been building in primitives? I'm guessing around 3 years off of what you
Hmm.
just said before. And my other question would be, when did you, so to say, level up? Because, with anything you do, it's kind of new in the beginning. When was it that time when you really knew that, not to sound funny, nobody can touch you?
Good
Firstly, you're
question.
too kind. Secondly, I just do my best. I just do what my brain tells me, what my little brain tells me to do serotonin wise. I feel like I really started to bloom when I got involved in the community and people asked me to do stuff for them. And then that pushed me to do things I wouldn't normally be doing because it wouldn't normally be my idea. But when I got challenged, like, hey, can you make me a logo? Can you make me this? Hey, can you make me this world? But I wanted to do this and this. Like, oh my God, that's when things started to really like take off because I'm like, I wouldn't normally have thought of that. And challenge accepted, you know what I mean? Like, so really, it's other people that made me like, okay, 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 I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay, you want this, with that? Okay, challenge accepted. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And we're gonna do it within 2 weeks. Yes. So that's when. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Does Rampage have a question? Hello. Hi, you're on mute,
Ramp,
sir.
see if you can stand as close as possible to the stage. I'm sorry, I don't have a global spot here, but maybe we can pick you up globally.
This is as
Okay,
I
close as I
heard
can
them.
get.
Yeah, I'm hearing you perfect.
perfect.
Hello.
Awesome, awesome. Hi, how are you?
Good,
Congratulations
good.
on all your success. As a new
Thank you.
builder, I have a two-part question for you, if possible.
Mm.
One is what, as a new builder, what advice can you give them when they're kind of struggling with creativity, and also what inspires you in your style of building? Because I've noticed that every builder has their own style, and I've seen some of your work, but what has inspired you specifically in your life to inspire your style of building?
Okay, that's a really good two questions. For the first one, what can you do as a new builder? Listen to your friends. Your friends are the key. Literally, your friends have the answer. They know what looks good. They know because they have fresh eyes walking into your build, right? My friends who are scattered amongst you. right? They've gone into my world. I've asked for total honesty, and they have elevated my world, just telling me like, you know what, I think maybe you should go with the red instead of the silver. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you should go with this shape, and like this over here, this area, I know it was your vision, I know that you wanted the seating area here, but how about putting it off to the side instead of the middle? They know it looks good, they know what's, what feels good. Listen to your friends as a builder. um and again, thank you to my amazing friends who are scattered all around you. I love you guys more than I can say in
Mm.
words, and more than I could say in words at this time. But I know that you know that already, and that gives me comfort. Um, as for my building style, my style just kind of like, it kind of just showed itself to me, really. I kind of just do what my little squirrel brain tells me to do, what feels good. I build worlds that I want to hang out in. I build worlds that I want my friends to hang out in. And when I started to put them out there, I noticed that I'm building worlds for people and their friends to hang out in. They're having their own experience, much like my friend group does, in that world. And sometimes those experiences are not all happy good times, even though it's, a happy good world. Sometimes they're having very serious times in there, much like my friend group. So when I saw that happening, that was like so fulfilling to me, and I said, oh, I'm in here, I'm in here like skincare. I'm staying. I'm going to continue to put worlds. I had this idea, this feeling like, even if I make worlds, there's so many. Not to get sidetracked. There's so many worlds I have that are not visible, and I had this idea like, even if my worlds aren't visible, like I'm just gonna keep making them because like I'm addicted and I love building, and even if it's just for me and my friends, that's cool too. There are some worlds that are not accessible, and my friends are like, can you please make this world visible? Maybe I will, guys. Maybe I will at some point, some of them. But they're like, can you please make this world visible? Other people should have experience in this world. But when I had people coming to me and telling me their experience in my world over the years, that hit me. I was like, wow, that was something for me. That was very fulfilling to hear, and it really does give me life every time I hear it. Um, so yeah, that just kind of put perspective in things. I'm not just building for me. I'm building like an area for people's memories. Like, that's, as a builder, I think we should remember that we spend our years here, and we share our lives with our friends here. A lot of us, we get off of work and we come straight here. We share our lives here. Um, I remember. I'm going to keep this vague. I won't say who, but I remember a friend of mine. Their mother passed away, and they drove from the hospital. And where did they go? They came on here to see us, to be surrounded by us. So, for all the go touched grass gang, I say F you, because my friend literally lost their parent, and where did they go? They came on here because they can be around their friend. So I keep that in mind when I'm building my worlds, because if that doesn't illustrate to you the heaviness and just the weight of this metaverse, I don't know what else does. So thank you for that question. Thank you. We got Mayor Smash. Hello, Mayor Smash. You look lovely.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
First, I want to say thank you very much for my empanadas and rice and gandules in my
Yes,
house.
I remember.
It was fun just making it. It felt like home. It felt like
It
what I
was a
used to
pleasure.
do, with the family and stuff. So, hold on a second.
Sure. And while you take that
Okay, my
second,
husband is over there.
can we get an outfit check for cameras? Camera, can we get an outfit check? This looks so good on you, Mayor Smash. Oh my god.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. The second thing is I want to tell you thank you for the gift that Tink gave me is the portrait of the notorious B.I.G. And I want to tell you that I was able to bring his son into the metaverse and I showed him your artwork of his father. He
That
was really He really appreciated that, and I wanted to tell
Okay.
you that thank you so much. That was the first time I was ever to talk to him since, his passing. He was a child. He was 3 months old, so I never got a
That
chance
is
to have a conversation. And it took the metaverse, and the conversation around your painting was very meaningful. And thank you for creating that memory for me. Thank you.
I want to please envision my arms around
Yeah,
you, Mayor Smash.
I do.
That was
Okay,
amazing and very fulfilling for me.
we're not gonna
Wow.
cry. So
It's
here is my
it's okay.
question.
Wow, that was
Please tell
amazing.
me about your early life. What was you like as a child? Was you creative? Can you just break down your early childhood?
Whew, my early childhood. Let me take a seat. Okay. If you do know me, you do know that I'm a very private person
Oh, okay.
and I'm kind of tight-lipped on these things. But I have to say that my early childhood, it was not a sunny, happy rainbow of a place, rainbow of a time. But my parents did do their best to make it seem that way. The reason you'll see that I have a lot of Christmas rolls. The reason I don't know how they did it, but they really they did their best to make it seem that way, rainbowy. You'll see I have a lot of Christmas rolls. It's because everything was okay at Christmas. Everything was fine at Christmas. There was always food on the table. You know, we were indoors. Everything seemed to be okay at Christmas. I will say that as for me myself, like internally, um I was a pretty depressed kid. I was pretty down. I wasn't the person you see before me. I was very creative because I kind of had to be. That was my coping mechanism. It was my escape. And even as happy as I am here, um it creativity still is my escape. um I put a lot of effort into never ever going back to the point where I could be surrounded by uh unfortunate things and be so affected by those unfortunate things. As you could imagine, yes, I was bullied as well. Um I was just like this weird, little queer. So um yeah, so kids can be pretty cruel. But all that bullying, I just took that into a big little wad of fuck you. And I continued on with my life, and I encourage everybody to do the same because the bullying does not stop in adulthood. Yes, yes, confetti. Yes, confetti. Because the bullying doesn't stop. The bullshit never stops. Cruel kids grow into cruel adults, and they have kind of just more a words. They kind of have a slighter way of doing things. The bullying I find. Um, so if you are being bullied, if you do feel like somebody is kind of trying to mess with your brain, you just have to remember never internalize it. You just have to turn it into a ball of fuck you. Yes. Thank you for that question, Mayor Smash. Do you have anybody else? Oh, we got DJ. Hello, DJ. Hello,
You're on mute,
DJ.
DJ.
You're on mute, DJ. You on mute, Jay?
Moving.
It's
I
okay. I
can't
can
stop
hear.
moving because
Oh,
I
he got
got
the.
drift.
Ooh, he got the drift. Oh
But I
boy,
love you so much. You saved my life so many times. You already know
I
our
love you,
relationship.
DJ.
I love you so much.
I love
Keep
you.
doing what you're doing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your world. You helped me build. All the stuff you helped me with. You know what I mean. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you,
Thank you.
and you
I
already
love
know I
you,
love
brother.
you. I love you too.
You're my bro. I love you.
Yeah,
I would give you a hug if I could.
right.
Bye, DJ. Bye, DJ. I gotta say, could someone could someone please invite me? What's cooler than being cool, Papa? What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Hi, Ice. Can someone please invite New York girl? She's trying to get in. Are we too full? Could that be it?
It possibly might be. Yes. So she should just keep trying.
Okay. Okay. Hi.
Beverly, you're on mute.
You're on mute, Miss Hills.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
So during your last 3 years that you've been building for the first time in your life, really in the virtual reality world, what have you found to be beneficial you know if you're a newbie, like a new person, like what avenues or where like do you and then also what what problems have you personally come across maybe with the process of dealing with your creativity and Meta and Facebook and everything? Is that a
Okay.
is that is that cool?
Yeah, yeah. That's you're good. Yeah. So if you are a newbie, you've most likely been to places like Horizon Central and the other places that Meta tries to give you in your menu. Um, you you want to go. I would say you would go where you see your friends. If you don't have any friends yet, you will make them quickly. That's just the reality on here, and it's awesome. So if you're used to be, a lot of us, I mean, a lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot of, I actually don't live in one of these rural areas, but a lot of us, when I say us, like us people on here, um, you'll be surprised. Like some people live in really, 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 really remote areas. So the next person is miles away. But when you get on here, you'll never have to be alone again. Like it's the city that the metaverse never sleeps. You can find people with similar interests like this. I just snapped, but like with my real hand. Like you can find people with similar interests so quickly. Like you'll find friends. So I would go where your friends are like, hey, let's go to blah blah blah. Go where your friends are going. If you're a builder, look around, take note, take stock of the shapes. Because we do have basic shapes, you can recognize them very quickly. So you take stock of the square, circle, triangle, and you'll be like, oh, okay, all right. You see how it's, pay attention to color, pay attention to lighting, because lighting is the biggest thing. That's what really like makes a world look real on here, I find. Um, so, oh, New York, hey, hi. This is that Banksy? Wait, who? I'm sorry. I can't quite see your name tag. Oh, can't quite see your name tag. Oh, they're coming closer. Hello, Miss Rodriguez. Um, so yeah, you would really just take stock of like everything around you. If it's a world with basic shapes, that makes it a hell of a lot easier. That's what was the other question? Oh, running into problems. As Rupert alluded to earlier, yeah, a little roadblock I've run into is my creative freedom on here. I try to walk the line. Again, it's not like every single world of mine is going to be like this, this very, very risque kind of, you know, it could it's not every single world of mine, but there are things I have to fall in line with on here on Meta. As you guys know, I did have a world that was for adults, and it was an art world. It was a museum. It was for adults, and it's gotten taken down many times. So everybody asked me about it. They're like, when is Zesties coming? They call it Zesties. It was called Zeph's Slightly Sexual Secret. All Z's. Confetti, if you remember confetti, if you actually got to be in it. Yeah. Yeah. Confetti, if you've gone to it. Yeah, it's a play place. It's a museum. It's adult, and it was pink and rainbows, and it most importantly was censored, but Meta did not like it. They did not like it. It was censored, but I'm telling you, nothing like uh the sex dungeons that somehow get a pass. The veins and everything and the flesh color, and I'm just like my stuff is censored in rainbows and pink. But I eventually I was like, okay, all right, you win. I rather keep my account than that world visible. That is. So that is my roadblock. Walking the line, because it doesn't always just have to be adult as in, erotic. It's just other things too, like mostly it's erotic, but like swear words too. that I'm fine with. I can, that being censored for swearing is it's fine. It's policing one's speech, but it's doable. But I mean, this is an adult app. Maybe in the future it no longer will be. I don't know. You've seen how things are going, but it was meant for adults only, 18 plus. I made it very clear. It's there. You could see it. There were scripts to ensure this. It was completely, you know, everything was accounted for that this is meant for adults only and to be enjoyed by adults only, and also very, very censored. Um, will it be back, y'all? I guess we'll never know. Will it be back? We'll see. I still haven't stopped really fighting, for it. I spent a long time on it. I really appreciate that world as much as you guys do. Yes, we had some really good times in there. We had some good times in there. Um, yes, let me set the scene for those of you guys who have never been. Hi. If you've never been, it is like a pink, erotic, rainbowy. There's a sushi go round that goes around, and inside of it is one of my characters inside a big bowl of ramen. There's famously and very Instagrammably, there was known as the booty closet, the big booty room. When you go in, it's a bounce house full of censored, bikini-clad booties. Hello, yes,
If I'm not
yes.
mistaken, I think it's okay now. You just have to label it 18 plus. If I'm not
You'd be
mistaken,
surprised. You'd be surprised. I'll talk
but
about that later. You,
but yeah, I did have a world where they just made me label it out of nowhere 18 plus. I didn't even
yeah.
know. I guess because I had a sign that says parental adversary, but yeah, it just came out of nowhere and they just labeled it that. You know what I mean? They didn't talk to me or nothing. So they was
Yeah.
like a supervisor or something recognized that it should be labeled this. So maybe you should look into that. I don't know.
Oh, the thing about that is that there's people's worlds that have gotten taken down, even though it's labeled 18 plus. They literally put
Oh,
in the
okay.
tag, yes, there's sexual stuff in here. I label it 18 plus, right? And their worlds are still down. Now, if your world gets taken down
Oh,
multiple
okay.
times, you can lose the world. I'm not willing to let
Oh,
that happen. Yeah.
oh, okay. I understand now.
Yeah, it's sad. Well, we all must walk certain lines. But I assure you guys, if you haven't been there, you would walk in, as most people have done, and been like, "Why is this not okay? It's so censored." Like, you can tell that I was holding back. Um, but enough about Zessies. It's a unofficial name, affectionately called. I'll take another question. Anybody?
So,
Question, or
Zeph,
should I
I
just
have a
go off on
question.
one? Yes.
Um, so, how do you express your creativity in your physical world when you're not on the headset?
This has now taken up all of my creative time, all of my creative juice, if you will. Um, Before I used to be a 2D again, like I said, very analog. I used to be a 2D artist. I used to be a sculptor and a miniaturist and a painter. And since I've got on here and I put this on and never took it off, this has taken up all my creativity. And it's all I need. Like all of my creative jonesing has been satisfied by being on here. So that's great. Mm-hmm. Where'd he go? Oh, he's disappeared.
Yeah, sorry, I gave the stage to you. If anybody has any questions, feel free to come aboard. I'm actually just going to stay here and repeat the questions just because we're not global. So, Beverly Hills, do you have another question?
Yeah,
I
I actually have a. I mean, I have a couple. I could keep the questions going because it's so interesting to me. To be in this world that we're like living. Like you are standing there, I'm standing here, and then to be like
it's a trip.
just yeah, right, exactly. So, how do I've heard that there's been like problems, like some people don't have enough space or something. That's one question. And then the other question is do you mainly work on your headset or do you do a lot of the computer stuff? And then, like, I guess you do because you were talking about meshing, and I think meshing is a computer program or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know it's a stupid question, but no, I don't know. There might be other people that have never built in here and always wondered about technical stuff. Sorry.
So Um, I will, as long as there's primitive, I will be here. Hello, Rain. I'll get to you in a second, my dear. As long as there'll be primitive, you will see me here. But I am getting into mesh. You know, I'm always gonna be proudly made with primitives. That's words to Gail Benning. I'll always will be, but I am getting into mesh because hey, there are shapes that we can't quite get right, you know? There are certain things that circle, square, triangle can't exactly get it. It's nice to have the option. And also mainly really capacity wise, you can bring things in as one, all together as one. So I will be getting into I'm doing, I'm dipping my feet into the mesh of it all. Yes, Ms. Drop, you're on mute.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so as yes, that. Okay, so for the builders that are just starting, or maybe even ones that are more seasoned, what is a tip that you could give that you think is like the most underrated, or one that you wish that you would have uh, learned earlier? And then also, what is a world that you've created that you think like if you could
Yo,
pick a world
Beverly Hills.
that you would show someone that's
Can
you,
you move
which
over?
one would that be?
Thanks.
Okay. Sorry, what was the first? Sorry, gotta take you off of mute again. What was the first question?
The first one
So
was what was the underrated advice you would give to a builder, like something you wish you would have known sooner?
Oh, okay. That would definitely have to be lighting. Really invest your time on lighting. Lighting is everything. If you ever have you ever gone to a world and you're like, damn, what is making this look so real? I feel like I'm if I didn't feel the weight of the headset on me, I'd feel like I'm literally here. It's the lighting. The lighting. People are using blues and pinks. I know I love to use my color combo. I like to use a lot orange and blue, peanut butter and jelly, bro. Um,
Mm.
the lighting is definitely it. Definitely want to play around with lighting and play around with blending the lighting. Put if you're using dynamic lights, put them together. If you're using glow boxes, I tend to use glow boxes more. Dynamic lights you can move around and the lighting will go in real time. Glow boxes they can't, so that would be the difference between the two. Um, well, one of the differences. I would definitely play around with blending the lighting, putting the two different colored lights together and move them around in your build and see how they look on the different areas. And a world that is most me, I'm actually going to let Loverosity, I'm going to let you answer that question. Yes, ma'am, you may come down. Yes, you. Yes.
can just say you're on mute.
Y- There she goes. There she is, Mrs.
Answer what question?
Love.
I wasn't listening. Why are you
Someone,
putting me on the spot? I wasn't
which
paying
world
attention.
would you say? Which world would you say is most me?
You're the world that is most you is
Yes,
probably the one that got taken down. Is most
I
you.
have to agree.
The
I
part
yeah,
that we
I
don't oh well the part that people don't see. The part that people actually get to see. The world that is most you would probably be your Christmas worlds. But the part that people that we get to see, it'd probably be the world that was taken down. That's the part that we
thank
get
you.
to see.
Thank you, and I apologize for putting you on the spot, but it was
I
lovely
was just
put.
like, I was not listening. I was looking at my phone.
Please note,
I was,
y'all, to show support, you'll see some people in the audience with pink hair, pink hair gang gang. And to answer y'all's question, I get often asked this, do I have pink hair in real life? Yes, I do. Authenticity. A funny story. Um, so back before our avatars got, all facelift, I had my heart glasses, my signature white heart glasses. And then I bought them on Amazon so that my avatar could match. And then we got the facelift and now the heart glasses are Kaputski. So I'm like, damn. What am I gonna do? So I'm wearing these circles. They'll just have to suffice. They'll have to suffice. Yep. Yep. Let's see.
All right. Any other
Hmm.
questions for Zeph? Any other questions? Feel free to step forward.
If not, that's okay. I have something I'd like to talk about as well. Yes, Miss Hills, you're on mute.
What do you see as your like? What do you want to see in your future? Like, 5 years from now.
I want to see a headset in on the nightstands of everybody on Earth. I want to see headsets in nursing homes. I want to see headsets in homeless shelters. I want to see headsets in schools, in colleges. I want everybody. I want to see headsets in remote villages. I want to see headsets. Yes, yes, confetti. Yes. Hell yeah. I do want to see headsets everywhere. Mwahaha. Yes, but I believe everyone, because of we've gotten to get firsthand of what a headset. Guys, remember who if you've been here for 2 years and up, can you raise your hand? Okay. All right. Yeah. Do you remember the you 2 years ago? Do you remember how your life was changed? Mm-hmm. Do you remember how different your brain chemistry is? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to see, hopefully for the better, hopefully better than worse, but I want to see that for everyone. I do want to talk about something, and I'm gonna keep it all together. But recently, I've had a friend that I've made on here who I've known for 3 years pass away. And his name was Wookie Shuffles. And I called him Cookie. And he was just about the most amazing, kind hearted man that you could ever meet. 1 second, you guys. Whew. So we would spend for the last 3 years, we would spend our lives arena clashing it up. I see my clash people. They've circled in one area. Hold on, the sponge of my headset is getting wet. My eyes are stinging a little bit. Gonna wipe it down. Um, my clash family is here. Some of my clash family, but for the last 3 years, we'd spend our lives going from clash to clash, hanging out and in between, sharing stories, laughs, even sharing bad times. I'm talking about think about you guys and your inner circles. Think about, the not so good times. You've said things on here to people. We're not avatars. You've said things on here to people that you've never told anybody else. And I think a lot of you guys can resonate with that. There's things on here um that you said that you can't imagine saying to anybody else because of the family you've met on here. He was very much like that for me. Um he just to tell you more about him, he loves spades. He was a hippie. He was a hippie and he was from Canada and he lived in the middle of nowhere, kind of. He loved paddleboard, he loved going to raves, and he loved shuffling. His name was Wookie Shuffles, and he can do a mean shuffle. He dressed like the band LMFAO. I'm talking about Wild Cheetah Print. I'm talking about real life. And on here, Wild Cheetah Print, neon. Ooh, he skirts sometimes. Just yeah. Woo! He was hilarious. Didn't matter what kind of day you were having. Didn't matter if you were sad. You could leave that off the headset because he was gonna. You could just leave it at the door. He was gonna cheer you up. He would ramble and just yammer, and we would be like, "Okay, shut the hell up! What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" He would just say the wildest, craziest things, and they would never fail to put a smile on your face. And it's been kind of hard not having him here because he would be sitting right there in that area. And he meant a lot to us. And I just want to share this with you guys so that the next time your family gives you any guff about being on here, or I call them the go touch grass gang because you're on here too much, hanging out with your friends, being constantly nourished by people who get you and your world experience and your shared interests, because that's so wrong. Anytime anybody who doesn't understand, the non-believers, Anytime the Touch Grass gang, is giving you a hard time, just please share that story for me along with your own. I don't want anyone to forget him, and if you never knew him, I want you to know that that unfortunately you missed out. Not by any fault of your own, but just by the cruel universe we live in. Yes, so that's that story.
Love you, Wookie.
We love you, Wookie. Yo, fucking everybody, put up some confetti for Wookie, bro. Put up some confetti for my boy, please, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. Yes, thanks, guys. Woo! Thank you again. Thank you, Rupert, for having me here. This is the weight of this means a lot. It's a lot. And Jen, I didn't get to properly explain to you how much, and I'm gonna try to use it in words. What you just shared meant to me. That is insane, and to be a part of that is um just fucking just transcendent. Thank you, Mayor Smash. Thank you.
Thank you.
That
Can we
was
get some
that was
confetti
insane.
for Zeph, please?
Thank you, y'all.
Man, you said you said the most poignant thing. I speak so much about VR, and I think you just kind of wrapped it up by saying that you find the people who are meant for you, right?
Right,
People that get you. And I think a lot of us spend so much time in here because we just find the people that get us, which we don't always have the opportunity to do sometimes in our physical world. Not a replacement for our physical lives, but just an
right.
expansion of everything of who we are. So absolutely thank you for that.
Yes. Expansion,
Uh,
that's the word. This enhances. This can only
yeah,
enhance your life. It doesn't take away from it. Please never forget that, because people will get in your head. Just remember, if you remember nothing else, remember the time you know what's good for you. Remember the time you've had on here. Remember all your friends. Please remember everything and all the love and the wealth and the nurture that you've got on here, and don't let anybody get in your head about it, because I've seen this gives life to people. It does not take away from it.
absolutely. And if they get too much in your face, just unplug their power button so they decharge. So,
Mute.
does anybody else have any questions or statements for Zeph?
Any quick
All
questions?
right, Zeph, you've been gone for a little bit. So now that you're back, confetti for that, absolutely.
Yes, good to be back.
What do you have going on? Tell people what you got going on right now. Where can we find you?
You can find. I'm going to be a little bit more active on Instagram. As you guys know, I am a doer and not much of a poster, unfortunately. But I'm going to change that. I'm going to start posting more on Instagram. I have so many things in my library, never posted about it. Luckily, also people are posting about it for me, and I'm gonna definitely try to be more active on posting so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I have been gone for a bit, but not as much as you might think, because it does seem like I've been gone for a while. It's only because you don't see me. But I'm there. I'm in build mode. I don't I kind of don't exist outside. If you know me, you know that. But if you can reach me on Instagram, even if you don't know me, if we've never met, hit me up on Instagram. It's totally fine. If you see me out, and I very am rarely like in open sessions, but if you do see me, come up to me. Just come up, say hi, just be like hello. I love just I love that. I really do. It's happened to me a few times. People just hello, hi. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. So again, my goal, post more on Instagram, definitely.
So if you didn't know, so I love to talk about how business can thrive here in the metaverse. I know Zeph is not going to do this for herself, so I'm going to do it for her. She is a phenomenal logo creator. If you don't believe me, look at the
Thank
board
you.
here to see some of the things she's made. She
Ooh.
also makes these things. Perfect prompt, and look at that. The
These are so good,
Animatomy
Rupert.
are the most amazing little figurines, and I say little. It's the metaverse, so we can scale it as big as we want. But if you want to see a cute representation of yourself in digital here in Horizon Worlds, like support her. Right? She makes these things. She loves making them. Again, she's not going to promote this, so I'm going to do what I do best and promote it for her. It helps her creativity thrive and expand throughout the universe, and puts a little bit of money in her pocket so she can continue to do this and not have to worry about other things. So if you want any of these things done, just hit her up. Feel free to hit her up. I'm sure the order list will probably be 100 years long, but we're here for it. But also, if you're developing a platform, and the importance of branding and marketing and how you're perceived to the world, sometimes is reflected through your logo and your imagery. And this is the perfect person to do it. Like there are a few
Thank you.
people who do logos in here. Maybe Chirac Picasso, I Go by Price, a few others. But Zeph's logos are just a little different. And I can't quite explain why. She definitely helped me out with a project that we had for a creator named Headcrack. Headcrack is on a
Oh
show called
yeah.
Dish Nation. 1 million viewers, 300,000 personal followers, and she recreated his album cover. But not only that, it blinked. And he came in here for his album release, and he looked at the cover and he said, "Did my album cover just wink at me?" And I said, "Yes, it did." And this is the person that did it. So, but let's support
That was so
creativity in
fun.
here. Listen, it was amazing. Like he was so like to see somebody walk and just do this for 3 minutes. You know they're blown away. Just stare like he was so mind blowing and confused. He didn't know what was going on, and that's exactly the result I want to see in this space. But let's support creativity and the people that are doing it for whatever reason, right? This is not all about money, but if your creators are selling something and you want to support them, that's a perfect way for them to express their art and get paid for it. So, like I said, I'm doing that for you, Zeph.
Thank you, Rupert. Oh my God, thank you. And can we get some confetti for Rupert's like, look at that editing. It looks so good. He on edit. I
Yes,
love that. I love that's so
yes.
cool.
I'm
Thank you,
not a
Rupert.
scripter, but the three scripts that I do know, I run into the ground and work it to death. So, and
That
for the
editing
creators
though.
who are just starting, right? Like my advice for you, just begin, right? Don't get so
Mm-hmm.
hung up on waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect build, the perfect everything to launch. Because I tell you, we've experimented with this, and you can put a box on a grid, and it will attract people if they want to come and see you, right? So don't get hung up on the aesthetics of their creativity. Yes, it can be important, but it's not what makes you successful on this platform. And you can see, go through your top 20 worlds. It's not always the most aesthetic worlds that are the most popular. It's the ones that give people experiences and make people feel good. And focus on that. And it won't matter what you build because we're all different, right? We all have the same tools, and we all express that creativity in so many different ways that it doesn't matter. What matters is how you take care of people. And I think this is the embodiment of how you take care of people and how you express love by the room. So let's get some confetti. And Zeph,
Yeah.
if you have nothing more to say, I'm going to let you close out the show and just leave some final words for
Awesome.
everybody.
Awesome sauce. And thank you so much, Rupert. Like I can't say it again. I can't say it enough. Like thank you
It's
so
my
much for this
pleasure.
opportunity. Thank you,
It's my
man.
pleasure.
Like this means everything to me. And seeing all of your faces, some I've seen for the last 3 years, some I have only seen today. And just looking around and seeing y'all, it just fills my heart. Like I'm here for Glee. There's been too much life of just, life, some I can't remember who said it, but somebody said to be alive is to suffer, and it's kind of true. Like we live in a very unforgiving climate. Like just thinking about like nature itself, and we build these cities around us, and we try to shield ourselves from the things that happen, and then we get in these cities and the socialization, and we're filled with people all around us, and then we get pain from the people around us. So can we just like make a pact to just not do that? Can we just make a pact to just be good to the people we're around? We're here in a metaverse. It's super small as it is. Yes, confetti. It's super small as it is. Just be your authentic self because no one's gonna be you for you. As corny, really, as corny as that sounds, really, just like be yourself. That means not like putting your own roadblocks in your way, and just be you, and you will attract all the people that should be around you. I definitely have, and I've attracted just some amazing people. I love you, and I love you so much. And I really wish Wookie could be around. But as Nenners says, he's there shuffling and having a look at and Wookie, if you are listening, I love you. I love you lots, and I hope to see you again. And keep shuffling for me. And I think I'm gonna close out the show on this. You all have an amazing, amazing time. Keep rocking the universe. Keep just putting out that light that's inside of you. Keep building what you want, no matter what, and keep showing the warmth and the gratitude that Rupert and there's just the support. Oh my God, that Rupert has shown me. Thank you. It really does fill my cup. It really does. I'm revving to go. I feel like I want to build right now. You know what I mean?
Let's
Hell
get it.
yeah. Yes. And if you guys are on the fence about building, this is your do it. Just do it. This is your thing to do it. Do it. Walk from this awesomely built place and go and get into build mode and just do it. Um for everyone who's not a group hugger, I want to group hug you all, but for everyone who's not a group hugger, can we get the next best thing? Can we get a photo going? Can we get
Yes.
a photo going? Could everyone
I'm
Yep.
come to the
thinking
So
front?
yeah. So
if we
I'm
were to go to
gonna.
one world, if we were to go
We're
to one
gonna.
world right now,
Oh,
like
sorry.
after this, I'm so sorry. If we were to go to one of your worlds,
Awesome.
like right now, like just to for the first time ever, what would you recommend? And then I'm sorry, because I want to take some
No,
friends there.
it's all right. Guys, like I said, Christmas is my thing. If you want to go to a world, as my friend said, it's Losa, I put my foot in, like I do in most of the worlds. If you want to really feel the Christmas spirit and just the spirit of me, definitely go to Tis the Sleepover. It's the second when you pop up my account, it's the second one. Tis the Sleepover. It is a Christmas world, but I hope we can do it I mean, I hope you can love it year round. I definitely find people in there year round and they're like throwing their own like sleepover and it's like it was literally like summer. I'm like, hell yeah, yeah. Throw your sleepover. It's called Tis the Sleepover. It's a Christmas world. But hey, people enjoy it all around. I know I do. Let's take that selfie.
Yes, and don't go there now. So take a selfie. I'm actually going to open up the stage, let everybody on the stage, and we'll take a big group picture. But I just want to say
Awesome.
thank you all for coming out. Thank you for the support that you show to other creators. But give yourself the grace to operate and be creative. It is okay.
Yes.
Nobody is judging you, and if they are, they don't belong in your circle.
That's
Um,
Amen.
and I just want to
hell yeah.
say, listen, the metaverse, virtual reality is about people. This is the last honestly, virtual reality is a last barrier between technology and humanity, right? So let's treat it respectfully before we all get replaced in 20 years. We're still humans in the headset, and we're still important, and we're still matter to people. And it's important that we just operate and move correctly. So I'm going to close out the show and say thank you
Woo,
all for coming. You could be anywhere else, but you're
woo.
here today. And of
But you're
course,
here.
create, love,
Thank you.
inspire, and add value. Thanks,
Woo.
everybody. I'm
I
going to
love
open
it.
up the stage. So let's take a group picture.
Woo!
Yes. Create, love, and
Zephyr,
inspire. Yes.
I
Who
sent
said
you
that?
three
Hey,
things on Instagram. You have yet to watch and watch the videos I sent you. I just wanted to see
I
if you
will.
like them.
I will do it. I shall do it.
There you go.
Hey,
There you go. Go back.
that's Solar Beyond talking, you guys. Mr. Solar Beyond.
Hey.
Whoa, this is amazing. Okay. All right, hold on. I don't want to block nobody. And anybody, everybody, I will accept your invites that you sent me, your friend requests. I will accept them all at once after we take this.
Everybody
Yes.
coming to the stage. Coming to the
Woo!
stage.
Let's take a few good
All
ones. I don't
right.
want anybody. You being blocked, man? Cyber Shay.
Now, feel free to push the button so you can have the picture in your archives. I'll make sure to share it
Okay.
with everybody.
Okay.
And let's get some confetti
I think
for
I was. Hold on.
Zephyr.
I think I was blocking somebody. I don't want to block nobody. It's my hair. It's the hair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please get behind the cotton. Get to the side of the cotton candy. There we go.
Listen, Zeph also has a game world. That sumo game, I was in there playing it. I was like, oh my god, she has like digital sumo wrestlers.
Oh yeah, the silver sumo dwelling. It's over. The
Yes.
door is over there. Oh, hold on. Ooh. All right, one more, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this. Oh wait, somebody else pressed. Hold on. I'm being a stalker, mom. Hold on.
How
Okay,
many
one more
people
for me,
can
y'all.
that world hold? That sumo world.
Woo! Sumers. Hold on, I'll check right. Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. Zeph, thank you so much for gracing the stage.
Thank-
I know it takes a
It is
lot of
my
courage
ultimate
to
pleasure.
get up here and do that, but thank you
My
so much.
ultimate
Long
pleasure.
overdue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Appreciate
I
y'all.
appreciate I
Thank
appreciate you
Of
y'all.
guys
course.
so much.
And listen, if
Love you.
nobody
I love
knows
you.
who DJ Monty
Appreciate
is, like this
Yeah,
dude
I
is
know
like the
him.
Super
DJ
I know
Rumble
him.
King.
Ohio, Big
Who's been
Mondo.
who's
He's
been murdered by DJ Monty? Raise your hand.
Me. Me all the time.
hello.
Uses me
I
to
was hoping
level
you'll
up.
finally get
Yes.
in.
You see my butt?
He is
I
I'm,
don't have
my
a
headset
butt.
about to die,
Really?
but